This is NOAA weather radio for the Seattle and surrounding areas. Operating on a frequency of 154.390 MHz.
The current time is 1:40 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The current date is March 9, 2024. This station is operated by the National Weather Service Office in Seattle, Washington. Right now, mostly cloudy, 55 degrees. Wind is blowing east at 6 miles per hour. Today, the high will be 57 degrees, low 41 degrees. Clouds are expected to stay for the rest of the day. Tomorrow, thunderstorms expected with a 90% chance of rain. High 53 degrees, low 40 degrees. Winds will be blowing south. This is a special weather statement issued by the National Weather Service Office in Seattle, Washington. Forecasts over the next 3 days have shown heavy rain and thunderstorm conditions. It is advised that residents of the following counties prepare for thunderstorms in the next 3 days: King, Pierce, Kitsap, and Snohomish. Residents of these counties should take caution while traveling in heavy rain, which may cause flash floods. This alert remains in effect until March 12, 2024 at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Stay tuned to the National Weather Service and your local NOAA weather radio for further information and updates on this special weather statement.
This is NOAA weather radio for the Seattle and surrounding areas. Operating on a frequency of 154.390 MHz.
The current time is 2:15 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The current date. The National Weather Service Office in Seattle, Washington has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for the following counties: King, Pierce, Kitsap, Snohomish in Washington State. At approximately 1:58 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, a large supercell thunderstorm was spotted forming over the county border of Jefferson and Kitsap and is moving east-southeast at 28 miles per hour. This thunderstorm is capable of producing multiple hazards including heavy rain upwards of 0.35 inches per hour, high wind speeds ranging from 30 to 40 miles per hour, with isolated gusts reaching upwards of 58 miles per hour, and a large amount of cloud-to-ground lightning. These factors may create multiple hazards for residents of affected areas. Heavy rain may produce flash floods, which can be very dangerous. High winds can create difficulty when traveling and may pick up loose outdoor objects. Cloud-to-ground lightning may start fires or strike power lines and cause an outage. It is advised not to travel during this thunderstorm. Tie down or bring inside all loose outdoor objects that could be flung by high wind speeds. Visit the National Weather Service website for further precautions to take during severe thunderstorms. This storm is expected to either pass over this area or clear by 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on March 10, 2024. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for the counties of King, Pierce, Kitsap, Snohomish in Washington State. Stay tuned to the National Weather Service and your local NOAA weather radio for further updates on this storm.
This message is being broadcast at the request of the National Weather Service, and has been authorized by civil authorities in Seattle and surrounding areas. A local area emergency has been issued for the counties of King, Pierce, and Kitsap until 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on March 10, 2024. weather detection systems and many civilian reports have reported that the ongoing thunderstorm produces much more cloud-to-ground lightning than usual. It has been reported that this thunderstorm produces upwards of 100 times more lightning than usual. It is unknown what is causing this strange event. This is an extremely dangerous situation. Fires caused by lightning now have a highly increased chance of occurring. Widespread power outages are expected to occur across the counties of King, Pierce, and Kitsap in Washington. Your chance of getting struck by lightning are very large compared to normal chances. All residents of affected areas are advised to seek shelter immediately. Get to the lowest floor of a sturdy building and stay away from windows. If you believe a fire is occurring in your shelter, call 911 and evacuate to a different shelter at a safe distance. Emergency services response times are expected to be slower than usual due to this strange event. If you are driving, attempt to locate a shelter such as an overpass or a covered parking lot. If you cannot do this, pull off the road and turn your car off. Avoid the outdoors if possible. Stay tuned to local media and the National Weather Service for more information and updates on this event. This is an important weather alert from the National Weather Service. A flash freeze warning has been issued for the counties of Pine, Carlton, Aitkin, Mille Lacs, Kennebec, Crow Wing, Chisago in Minnesota and the counties of Douglas, Burnett, Polk, Barron, Washburn, Bayfield, Sawyer in Wisconsin. This is a flash freeze warning. A flash freeze warning means a rapid drop in temperature is expected within a short period, causing wet or damp surfaces to freeze quickly. Temperatures are expected to drop to as low as -23 degrees in the next 30 minutes. It is unknown what is causing this rapid temperature change to a sub-zero temperature. Sudden ice formation may occur, resulting in extremely slippery conditions. Traveling or walking outdoors can become dangerous, and there is an increased risk of accidents and injuries. Take the necessary actions to ensure your safety during this event. Stay indoors if possible, especially during the freezing time frame. If you must go outside, exercise extreme caution, and use appropriate footwear with good traction. Avoid driving unless absolutely necessary. If driving is unavoidable, reduce speed and maintain a safe distance from other vehicles. Avoid driving unless absolutely necessary. If driving is unavoidable, reduce speed and maintain a safe distance from other vehicles. Check on elderly or vulnerable neighbors who may need assistance during this hazardous period. Protect exposed pipes, plants, and other sensitive outdoor objects from freezing temperatures. Turn on your home's heating system and wear multiple layers of clothing to keep yourself warm in case of a power outage. Please take this flash freeze warning seriously and follow the recommended actions to ensure your safety. Stay tuned to local news updates for further information and updates from the National Weather Service.
Event type is natural. For the provinces of Ontario and Manitoba in Canada. This message is being issued at the request of Environment Canada and the Meteorological Service of Canada. Within 30 to 40 minutes, temperatures in southern regions of Ontario and Manitoba will drop to sub-zero levels reaching as low as -30 degrees Celsius. This will cause many wet or damp surfaces in the area to freeze, as well as pose a threat to travel and power services. This event is also taking place in the states of Minnesota and Wisconsin in the United States, and weather officials in both countries have no lead on what is causing this random freeze event. To ensure your safety during this sudden freeze, it is advised to take the following actions. Stay indoors with multiple layers of clothing and heating systems on. If you must go outside, use footwear with appropriate traction. Avoid traveling by vehicle. If you must, slow down and drive with extreme caution. Protect exposed plants, pipes, and other objects that could be prone to freezing. Although it may not happen, prepare for a power outage lasting multiple hours or even days. Emergency services may have slower response times due to this event. Stay tuned to local weather media and Environment Canada for future updates.
Le type d'événement est naturel. Pour les provinces de l'Ontario et du Manitoba au Canada. Ce message est diffusé à la demande d'Environnement Canada et du Service météorologique du Canada. D'ici 30 à 40 minutes, les températures dans les régions du sud de l'Ontario et du Manitoba chuteront à des niveaux inférieurs à zéro, atteignant aussi bas que moins 30 degrés Celsius. Cela entraînera le gel de nombreuses surfaces mouillées ou humides dans la région, et constituera une menace pour les services de transport et d'alimentation. Cet événement se déroule également dans les États du Minnesota et du Wisconsin aux États-Unis, et les responsables météorologiques des deux pays n'ont aucune piste sur la cause de cet événement de gel aléatoire. Pour assurer votre sécurité lors de ce gel soudain, il est conseillé de prendre les mesures suivantes. Restez à l'intérieur avec plusieurs couches de vêtements et des systèmes de chauffage. Si vous devez sortir, utilisez des chaussures avec une traction appropriée. Évitez de voyager en véhicule. Si vous devez le faire, ralentissez et conduisez avec une extrême prudence. Protégez les plantes, tuyaux et autres objets exposés susceptibles de geler. Bien que cela ne se produise pas, préparez-vous à une panne de courant de plusieurs heures, voire plusieurs jours. Les services d'urgence peuvent avoir des temps de réponse plus lents en raison de cet événement. Restez à l'écoute des médias météorologiques locaux et d'Environnement Canada pour les mises à jour futures.
Have you seen the strange weather happening in Washington and Minnesota? Everyone still has no idea why it happened. How there was 100 times more lightning than usual in Washington and a sudden drop to 23 below zero in Minnesota and Wisconsin. The freeze got to Canada as well.
Just another effect of climate change. These dumbfounded executives are just killing our planet and no one is doing anything.
I don't think that this is climate change. If it was, it would come on gradually. Like the temperatures in Minnesota would drop steadily over many years. That's not what happened. There's no way climate change could cause these sudden changes in weather.
If it's not climate change, what is it? Oh, that's right, nobody knows. This came out of nowhere and no one has any lead on what could have caused it.
Trust me, it's not climate change. We just need more time. Hopefully nothing more like this happens and we can find out what happened.
This emergency weather alert is being issued at the request of the National Weather Service. A dust storm warning has been issued for the county of Maricopa, Arizona until March 12, 2024 at 5 p.m. This dust storm is expected to stay in the Maricopa County and Phoenix area for a prolonged amount of time. A dust storm warning means that a significant dust storm is expected to impact your vicinity. Strong winds will cause widespread blowing dust, reducing visibility to dangerous levels. This poses a severe threat to life and property. Visibility will rapidly decrease, making it extremely hazardous to be outdoors or travel. driving conditions will be extremely dangerous, and there is an increased risk of accidents, collisions, and airborne debris. Take these following actions. Seek shelter indoors immediately and close all windows and doors to minimize dust infiltration. If driving, pull over to a safe location as soon as possible, completely off the road, and turn off your vehicle's lights. Wait until the dust storm passes before resuming travel. Do not attempt to drive through a dust storm. The reduced visibility can lead to accidents and loss of control. If caught outside, seek shelter in a sturdy building, if available. If not, protect your mouth and nose with a mask, scarf, or cloth to prevent inhalation of dust particles. Monitor local news and weather updates for information on the dust storm's progress and any additional safety instructions. Keep emergency supplies, including food, water, flashlights, and a battery-powered radio, readily accessible in case of power outages or extended periods indoors. Stay informed through local news sources and follow the guidance provided by the National Weather Service to ensure your safety. This message is being transmitted at the request of the National Weather Service office in Santa Fe, New Mexico. An excessive heat warning has been issued for the counties of Sandoval, McKinley, Cibola, Bernalillo, Valencia, and Torrance in New Mexico until 9 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on March 12, 2024. An excessive heat warning means dangerously high temperatures are expected to persist for an extended period. Temperatures will suddenly increase to over 110 degrees with a high of 116 degrees and a low of 95 degrees and will remain in the area for the next 32 hours. The cause of this extreme heat jump is unknown. Heat index values will reach extreme levels, leading to potentially life-threatening conditions, especially for vulnerable populations. Prolonged exposure to the heat can result in heat exhaustion, heat stroke, and other heat-related illnesses. Outdoor activities can become hazardous, and there is an increased risk of dehydration and heat-related emergencies. All residents of the affected area are advised to take the necessary precautions during this emergency. Stay indoors in air-conditioned environments whenever possible, especially during the hottest parts of the day. If you don't have air conditioning, seek alternative cool locations such as public buildings, shopping malls, or community centers. Drink plenty of water and stay hydrated. Avoid alcoholic beverages and caffeinated drinks, as they can contribute to dehydration. Wear loose-fitting, lightweight clothing and use sunscreen to protect yourself from the sun's harmful rays. Limit outdoor activities, particularly during peak heat hours. If engaging in outdoor tasks, take frequent breaks in shaded or cool areas. Never leave children or pets unattended in vehicles, as temperatures inside a parked car can quickly become lethal. Be aware of the signs of heat-related illnesses and seek medical attention immediately if symptoms such as dizziness, nausea, headache, or rapid heartbeat occur. Repeat, an excessive heat warning has been issued for the counties of Sandoval, McKinley, Cibola, Bernalillo, Valencia, and Torrance in New Mexico until 9 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on March 12, 2024.
Well, would you look at that? More of this extreme weather sprung up in the desert. Phoenix got a massive dust storm and Albuquerque got 115-degree weather for the next 32 hours. How is this not climate change?
Can you shut up about the climate change for just 10 seconds? I've already told you, it's not climate change. Many other meteorologists here have said that too. Albuquerque's high was supposed to be 84 today, and it just spiked to 116 in an instant. That's not normal. We have come up with just about every hypothesis, including climate change, and have ruled out all of them.
Well, I guess there's nothing we can do but wait until they stop popping up randomly. I mean, isn't it forecasted that they should be over by tomorrow evening? Yes, and I guess you're right. Maybe that's all we can do.
This is a critical warning message issued at the request of the United States Geological Survey. An earthquake warning has been issued for the San Andreas Fault region until 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Immediate action is necessary to ensure your safety and well-being. At approximately 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, strong shaking was detected along the San Andreas Fault line. This earthquake has a reading of 7.3 on the Richter scale. Strong ground shaking, aftershocks, and potential secondary hazards are expected for the entire San Andreas Fault in the next 15 minutes. All residents, take the following actions immediately. Protect yourself, drop, cover, and hold on during the earthquake. Take cover under a sturdy piece of furniture, such as a table, and cover your head and neck with your hands. If you are outdoors, move to an open area away from buildings, trees, street lights, and utility wires. Be aware of potential falling debris. If you are driving, safely pull over to the side of the road, away from overpass, bridges, and large structures. Stay inside your vehicle until the shaking stops. After the earthquake, be prepared for aftershocks. Check yourself and others for injuries, and provide first aid as needed. Be cautious of potential gas leaks, damaged electrical wires, and structural damage. Continuously monitor updates from local authorities and the United States Geological Survey for the latest information regarding the earthquake and subsequent hazards. If instructed to evacuate, follow designated evacuation routes, and take essential supplies, important documents, and emergency kits with you. Stay tuned to local news, emergency broadcast systems, and social media for updates and instructions from local authorities and emergency management agencies on this event.
This is NOAA Weather Radio. You're listening to station ID KMEY operating on a frequency of 162.550 MHz. This is NOAA Weather Radio serving the counties of Oklahoma, Lincoln, Logan, Payne, Kingfisher, Canadian, Grady, Cleveland, and Pottawatomie. Here is the current weather for Oklahoma City and surrounding areas. The current temperature is 52 degrees. Right now, it is overcast, with isolated storms, some being severe. The high today will be 61 degrees with a low of 43 degrees. Tomorrow, it will be This message is being issued by the National Weather Service. A tornado warning has been issued for the counties of Lincoln and Oklahoma until 5 p.m. Central Standard Time on March 12, 2024. Take immediate shelter now to protect your life and well-being. A tornado has been detected in the specified area and is moving rapidly. This tornado poses an extreme risk to life and property. Strong winds, destructive tornado activity, and flying debris are anticipated. This tornado can produce wind speeds of up to 190 miles per hour. Seek shelter immediately. Repeat, seek shelter immediately. Go to a basement or an interior room on the lowest level of a sturdy building. Stay away from windows, exterior walls, and doors. Cover your head and neck with your arms or hands to shield against flying debris. Do not use elevators.
Use stairs to move to lower levels of buildings during the tornado warning. Do not venture outside or attempt to chase the tornado to gather information. If directed to evacuate or relocate, do so immediately using designated evacuation routes. Take essential supplies, important documents, and emergency kits with you. Wait for the official all-clear announcement before leaving your shelter, as additional tornado activity or hazards may occur. This is a life-threatening situation. Take immediate action to protect yourself and others. Stay tuned to local news sources and the National Weather Service for updates. Stay vigilant, stay safe.
The National Weather Service office in Raleigh, North Carolina has issued a tsunami warning for the entire coast of North Carolina. At approximately 3:58 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, strong shaking of the earth was reported under the Atlantic Ocean. At 4:04 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the shaking was confirmed and marked as an 8.3 on the Richter scale. At 4:09 p.m. it was confirmed that a large megatsunami is currently heading towards the coast of North Carolina. This megatsunami reaches 225 feet in height. All coastal regions of North Carolina are expected to be completely flooded and may be destroyed. All residents within a 50-mile radius of the coastline are advised to evacuate inland and to elevated areas immediately. Seek shelter at the highest accessible point, away from the coast and low-lying areas. Do not delay or wait for official confirmation. Use authorized evacuation routes and heed instructions from local authorities. Gather all necessary supplies such as non-perishable food, water, clothing, a fully charged cell phone with phone chargers, and a battery-powered or hand-crank radio with extra batteries. Do not attempt to observe the tsunami or go near the shore. Do not attempt to cross bridges or use coastal roads. Rising water levels and strong currents can jeopardize your safety. Wait for official announcements stating that it is safe to return to coastal areas as additional waves or hazards may occur. This is a life-threatening situation. Tune into local news media for updates and instructions from the National Weather Service and emergency management agencies. This is a National Information Center message, issued at the request of the United States government and the National Weather Service. This message is being issued to inform the public on an event that is currently occurring in the United States. This is not an emergency. Repeat, this is not an emergency. No immediate action is needed. Over the past 3 days, starting on March 9, 2024, multiple severe and unpredicted weather events happened in scattered areas across the United States and Canada. These events include thunderstorms with a greatly increased amount of lightning, sudden drops in temperature to sub-zero levels, sudden increases in temperature to triple-digit levels, large dust storms, earthquakes, tornadoes, and a tsunami. This weather appeared out of nowhere, and weather experts have no lead on what caused them to happen. Additionally, these events all occurred within a span of 3 days, and then disappeared or returned to normal. The National Weather Service is asking all residents of affected areas or high-risk areas to stay vigilant for any sudden, unpredicted weather that may occur in the future. As of now, all weather warnings that were issued as a result of these sudden weather events have been lifted, with only advisories remaining in affected areas. The National Weather Service as well as many environment agencies are looking to find the cause of this weather, and how to possibly prevent another outbreak in the future. This information will be released to the public via national and local news, when it is found. The National Weather Service is asking all residents of the United States to be aware of any weather alert issued for your area, and to follow official instructions to ensure your safety, if one of these outbreaks occur. A list of high-risk areas can't be found on the National Weather Service website. Tune to local news stations for more information regarding this event, and stay safe. This has been a National Information Center message, issued at the request of the United States government and the National Weather Service.
Okay, is this thing recording? Looks like it. Okay, hello anyone that has found this recording. My name is Domi Stapleton. I am a climate advocate and work for the National Weather Service, and I have a plan. This recent weather outbreak is basically my call to action. I am going to erase the effects of climate change off the Earth by controlling all weather. How do I do this? Well, I am going to gather a team of dedicated people, and I'm going to blow this event out of proportion to news sources, politicians, and environmental organizations. I'm going to convince Congress, the President, and the public to build a weather-controlling satellite array around Earth. It will take some time and a lot of effort, but I believe I can do it. We are going to control the weather for the rest of the time we are on Earth. I will make more audio recordings like this to document my progress. All right, let's get to work.